refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes. They gonna take it.
This is what we got to tell.
Every fan doing this.
I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. I'm very excited about today's episode. Man, it was a good weekend for myself. And we got some sports to talk about. We got to talk about a lot of NFL and some NBA. Russell Wilson, man, overnight signing with the Pittsburgh Steelers. So we got to talk about that. We got to talk about Eric Armstead, Dave in the middle. I got a lot to say about that. Getting released by the 49ers. His decision? Whoa, kind of crazy, right? And we got to talk about, lastly, the Cavaliers. Are they contenders in the Eastern Conference? But I got two of my bros with me. I got Davey Dollar sitting right in the middle, Mr. Doghouse himself, and Mr. You Done Some with a good dub yesterday. How y'all doing, fellas?
I knew Joe was going to bring that up. I just knew it.
Hey, I'm just saying, man, back to back, the Wizards said, hey, we don't want to be one of them teams we officially eliminated, so why not ruin everybody else's dreams? I'm waiting for the update in the chat too, Joe.
Yeah, man. I totally forgot for the show, so
nah, it's cool. It's cool. No, I'm glad you forgot. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I'm feeling good.
I'm feeling good too. It's NFL free agency, even though it starts officially on Wednesday. The tampering period starts today. At 12 noon, we've already got some news this morning about some things that are going on in the NFL. Zaire Franklin is back with the Colts on a 3-year deal. Mm-hmm. The Jaguars get a center. The Lions re-sign one of their guards. There's a lot going on in the NFL so far. So pay attention. If you're not in the chat, then you're not going to get none of these informations. Mm-hmm. So if you want to become a member, just comment member in the comment section. And just make sure you pay attention to when Tomo goes over the promotions for membership. That way you can become a member. But I'm excited about today. Like you said, former Waterman Payton of the Year. Guy is no longer in San Francisco. So got to talk about that too, man. But let's get it. Time to turn up on a Monday because it's Money Making Monday. So let's turn up.
Turn me up, 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 up.
Do you think, Jody?
Let's get it. So look, right now we are streaming this on 3 different platforms: X, Facebook, and YouTube. Make sure y'all follow, subscribe on all 3 platforms. Like the video on all 3 platforms. Share the video on all 3 platforms also, because we know y'all watching. Y'all, right now it's 9 a.m. Eastern time. When you're in California, it might be 6 a.m. I don't know where you are, but you're tuning in. But you want others to tune in with you, because guess what? You can use the comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting out throughout the show. Shout out to Cardo for being the first comment. He said, that's just like it's saying, we here. Yes, sir, we are here, all right? But if you're feeling good, you go to the bottom right on the comment section, right? You see that $sign. You click that. You can see a dollar amount. And then you click a dollar amount. You pick one. You put your comment in. Guess what? We're going to stop the whole scene, hit you with the hold up, all right? And we're going to read your comment. Guess what? We got a one right here to fully display it for y'all. So look, shout out to my man Ty. Shout out to In the Red Corner. All right. Make sure you guys check out that episode. We're going to go over the shows, though. The episode came out yesterday. at 7 p.m. And they went live on IG. Make sure y'all check on that. But he's been a member for 8 months. Y'all, woo, time flies. Time flies. All right. Member for 8 months. Shout out to Captain Maverick. You see, I gotta be in the chats. Mavericks hot sewage water. Golly. All Kevin like our trash teams. Hashtag Mav trash. Hashtag you Miami trash. Hashtag Eagles trash. Hashtag they all trash.
I thought we had peace in college football, man. You could have just skipped University of Miami. We different this year. You could have just skipped that.
But yeah, so there I go. That's how it's gonna go. We're gonna stop and we're gonna read it and respond to it. All right, because we appreciate all the donations and
donations, gifts.
That's crazy.
And last but not the new week, Tomo.
No, I ain't talking about that. I was talking about how Dave, man, he ain't asked for that. Messing with Kev.
Yeah, that's Ty for you. You know Ty's how he is, right?
This what happens when you root for the same team as Kev.
Exactly.
You just bound to have something like that.
Yeah, they got feel as a Commander fan. We ain't gonna talk about that. But last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. Tomo, floor is yours, man.
Man, you should feel good as a Commander fan. But this week happening, man. Look, we got the people checking in from Twitter, man. Shout out to that comment right there.
Yes, sir.
But you should feel good with all the money that y'all got and the way people are just jumping off of teams and just moving around. Like I heard over the weekend on the radio, they was like, I think the NFL was tired of how the NBA all season moves because you know how people, big name players are just traded here or they move in there. Because normally when you think of Russell Wilson, you don't think that he would be traded. You would be like, all right, he's going to stay where he's at. When you think of Aaron Rodgers, you're like, he's going to retire a Packer. But now you got big name people leaving, or you got people not even trying to work out cap casualties. Like, hey, man, take the team deal so you can stay. A lot of players are like, nah, LeBron did it. KD did it. So I'm going to do it. And Russ, again, was telling somebody, hey, I like being here, but it's kind of like when you take a girl on a fine wine at dinner. You know she's not really going to give you nothing at the end of the day. She's just here for the meal. So that's what Russ did to the Broncos. He said, look, I'm going to let y'all foot the bill, and I'm going to go over here and play for the Steelers. And hey, that Walmart brand, man, they getting money out here. So this is Act 3, black and yellow. What are you going to do this time? Russell Wilson, man, we just found out that the 9-time Pro Bowler is signing a 1-year deal with the Steelers. I think he's taking 1.2. And like I said, the Broncos got to foot the rest of that bill, that $37.8 million salary. The remaining of that, they're going to have to pay that.
Woo.
I never seen somebody pay somebody to leave, but that's a whole nother industry, but we ain't gonna talk about that. It's too early in the morning. So, fellas, does Russell Wilson move the needle for the Steelers? I know a Ravens fan, man. I know they were a little upset by this move. Joe, does it move the needle?
Are you saying that they ruffled some feathers?
I think so.
You know, it's funny. Pay somebody to leave. That sounds like a divorce, right? And look, word of advice for my guys who take somebody out and you know you don't get stuff in return. That's why hello, yeah, I want to report a fraud. Yeah, right. Hey, that's all I gotta say. All right, but look, I think it does move the needle. I think it does move. I think it's a win-win situation for both parties. All right. First of all, Russell Wilson signed a 1-year. Basically a $1 million contract. Like basically the Steelers are barely paying anything to have this guy on their roster. And what I like about this move for Russell Wilson, he could have easily went to, because we heard the report live on the show, to the Giants. He could have easily went to a team that he knows he's going to be a starter. He said, I just want an opportunity to fight and compete for the starting position. That says a lot about his confidence, that he believes in himself, that he's going to go there and be that starter. And it's good for Mike Tomlin also because clearly Kenny Pickett needs this. He needs that competition. He needs that guidance. If Russell Wilson beats him out, he needs that veteran that's going to teach him how to be an NFL player and teach him the little things about being a quarterback. So this is going to help Kenny Pickett, all right? And this is a proven deal for Russell Wilson. He comes in there. He did say himself that he wants to have 2 Super Bowls, right? He said that. So if you want to have 2 Super Bowls, guess what? You messed this up. This might be your last time being the starter in the NFL. because he's on a 1-year deal, right? So this is an opportunity for him to redeem himself, to actually make a better name for himself. You look at Kenny Pickett the last 2 years, 13 touchdowns. Last year, only 4 interceptions, right? So let's put the last 2 touchdowns together and the interception for last year. That's it. We're not going to talk about the first year of the interception. That was 9. 13 touchdowns last 2 years, only 4 interceptions last year. Russell Wilson, 26 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Remember, the Broncos went on a 5-game win streak. In that 5-game win streak, y'all, they beat Cleveland. They beat the Vikings, who was fighting for playoff position. They beat Buffalo. They beat the Chiefs, who they never beat since Mahomes been there. And they beat the Packers, but we all know what the Packers are capable of. We saw in the playoffs. Sorry, Tomo. So I think that it was a great move. I thought that it was a great move for both parties. And let's see how it played out. And this is a playoff team with any quarterback behind center, with Russell Wilson being there. This could be dangerous. Shout out to
Dangerous. Dave, how you feeling?
Let's talk. Let's hold up. Yeah, let's do this first.
Oh, okay. It's a battle now. It's a battle. Go ahead.
My bad. So, Kevo has now replied. Appreciate you, Captain Maverick. Like Ty had called you. Appreciate you for the $9.99 super chat. Shout out to Ty Dolla $ign, the R&B troll artist of the chat. All his teams do get hype all season and forward to playoffs, especially Lamar Prescott. Hashtag pivot plenty.
Hey, hold up.
Dang, Tom. You got some strays, Tom.
Man, ooh,
See,
I got a feeling Ty
another
another chat. He was in another chat. Man, I agree, Joe. I think it's pretty much thinking along the same lines. When you look at the situation, Russ now goes to a place where, think about his situation in Seattle. What was this team really known for? Was it the half-line offense, or would they run first, and then the defense was like top-notch?
When they were winning, defense.
Exactly.
And run game.
What does Pittsburgh have? What are they based off? They're based off defense right now with TJ Watt and Casey Hampton and those guys. And, Joey Porter Jr., who had a really good rookie season last year. Now you bring in you bring in a Super Bowl winning quarterback. Of course, it's been years removed. He's a former 9-time Pro Bowler. And you're not asking him to be that. You're just asking him to pretty much do what he did last year, which managed the game. 26 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. He played pretty well. He played a lot better than he did the year before. Remember, the year before, we were saying he might need to just be gone because he looked terrible the first year with Denver.
Yeah.
And now with everything that's going on in Pittsburgh, I feel like it's a good fit if he wins the starting, if he wins the starting quarterback position. Now, me personally, I think he's going to win it because I don't see what Kenny Pickett has done to say that he would be better than Russell Wilson at this point in his career. But it could be a really, really good move if he plays. If he throws 30 touchdowns, 6 interceptions next year. That could bode well for success, and then now Mike Tomlin has a chance to not only get to the playoffs but win a playoff game.
No, Jalen Hurts MVP numbers.
Hey, just saying.
Actually, better than Jalen Hurts MVP numbers.
Just saying that Pittsburgh will have a really good shot at making a run in the playoffs if you have a quarterback like that. Because look at what Patrick Mahomes did this year in the playoffs. Did he play lights out, or he just played a game to where he could make sure that they won games? And their defense was really good too. Now their offense did end up scoring more points than they did in the regular season. But I think all they really have to do is shore up that offensive line a little bit more, and then they'll be good because you still have Najee Harris and with the other guy was on Warren.
Mm-hmm.
You still have the 2 running backs back there. You got Kenny. You still got George Pickens. You got Pat Freiermuth, And then you got Deontay Johnson, even though they're saying that he's, he could possibly be traded, but let's just say he stays. You got 3 really good weapons along with a nice backfield. You don't need to do too much. Just manage the game. So I think I like this fit for Pittsburgh and for him because you only paying $1.2 million, so you're not paying a lot of money for him.
Okay.
So I say it's a good move.
So Russ's agent must not like him because here you go again, going to another division with some top tier quarterbacks. He left the NFC West where he was one of the best, or could say he was the best quarterback in the division, to go over to the AFC where you got Mahomes, Herbert.
I will gladly say he was the best quarterback in the division. That is facts. No one else really had a good quarterback during that time.
Yeah, because unless it's Call of Duty, then you got Kyler Murray. But
yeah, he was the second best. Kyler Murray was second best for sure. But Russell was still number 1.
And now he's coming over to another division where you got Deshaun, Lamar. Let me rephrase it. Lamar, Burrow, Deshaun. Now Russ again. It's just like, hey, so Pittsburgh, shout out to y'all, because what we seen with Kenny Pickett last season was, I think that might just be the ceiling because of the situation that he's in. I'm not gonna put too much on him right now. But Russ coming in there, you do got a veteran presence, and you got somebody that's willing to help the young quarterback out. So they are competing for the starting spot. We all know, I think Russ is going to win that unless something like drastically crazy happens in training camp where Kenny Pickett shows up and he's like Tom Brady-esque. Mm-hmm. That's the only reason we can see Russ losing his job. But you got Russ who's been there, done that. And like we said, remember the beginning of the Broncos season where it was just like, was this a good move? When everybody was questioning, was it Russ or was it Sean Payton? And then they picked it up towards the end, and they almost had a shot to actually make the playoffs. Now they're just a wholesale squad where they're just getting rid of everything. This is a flat-out rebuild. You can tell that what they're doing. And for Pittsburgh, it does move the needle just a little bit. Just to answer the actual question, it does move the needle because now you got somebody, like I said, that's going to come in and he can help Mike Tomlin, because we already know what Mike Tomlin can do as a head coach. But now you got another person on the field that can back it up. So all those moments where the wide receivers didn't want to block for the running back, it's like, well, we got a quarterback that we can believe in now. I might want to put a little effort in my blocking, or I might want to run my routes a little bit better. And Russ is in the locker room. We don't know how that presence is going to be. Are the kids going to crack jokes? You know, he got to be prepared for that because these are some youngins. So we'll see how that goes. And it's on a bargain deal. So you can't go wrong. So I think it's going to move the needle a little bit. That division is going, like we said, ruffle a little feathers because there's a lot of questions to be asked for each quarterback in that division. Like Lamar coming off the playoff game, Deshaun Watson in the season that they had with Joe Flacco, Joe Burrow, can he stay healthy? And now you got Russell Pickett, who's a quarterback. So the parity in the NFL, man, they just keep finding ways to keep us entertained.
Yeah, but at least you know they're gonna win 8 games. I mean, 9 games. I'm at.
They might get 10 now.
That's true. But it also just gives Kenny Pickett a chance to learn under somebody as well. So maybe this helps his career too.
It should. Maybe it better. Talking about it better help his career.
He'll learn from this then. XFL.
If not, then he'll be like Mac Jones.
XFL.
Oh, no. XFL may be a step lower. At least Mac still got a chance.
Man, got traded to be a backup. Dang.
And the way they trying to spin this, talking he a hometown hero. I'm like, he the backup.
Exactly.
What he saving y'all from?
Nah, you see these fans already practicing O-line drills, making sure they won't
hurt Trevor Lawrence. Mac don't start. That's crazy.
God forbid Trevor Lawrence ever get hurt. Whoever that lineman was that gave up that block, they gonna get dealt with by the Jaguars
fans and the players.
Right.
Man, what you doing? Bill Belichick, meanwhile, just somewhere telling some, hey, I did my job.
That's the worst troll. Like, I mean, that's one of the best trolls I've seen. A fan try practicing. That's crazy. That dang Patriots, y'all had a bad, huh? God.
He had a good first kick though. He was showing y'all that he could play tackle. So
I know, right?
The stance wasn't perfect, but the kick was there.
It was good, man. All right, so look, y'all. For those who watching, Refuse to Lose Sports is not just a show; it's a network. All right, so we have a bunch of shows right, within the network. And let's go through them. So the first show we have BWT Baseball with Teddy. Right on cue. Look, last comment is by BWT himself, Teddy. All right. Yeah, this was a great move for us. Yes, sir. But yeah, Baseball with Teddy. It's plain and simple. Baseball with my man Teddy. Teddy definitely talks about nothing but baseball. I told you every time I call this man, he's doing something baseball related. Ask him. All right, I called him like 2 days ago. I forgot what he was doing, but it was baseball related. All right. But yeah, so definitely if you all the baseball content that goes through R2L goes through BWT. All right, so make sure you check it out. All these shows I'm going to lay out for y'all. They all have their own YouTube channel. You can check out BWT at Baseball with Teddy on YouTube. So make sure y'all go check that out. Then we got Carl Talking College, CTC. Right, so Carl, he gives you college talk with college football, college basketball. A lot of games yesterday was going on within the conference tournaments. Carl be engaged in the college chat, also giving you live updates of what's going on. If there's about to be an upset, if somebody won, he's active. He's active. So he's actually come out with an episode today, I believe, to go over the games that happened over the weekend as far as the conference play, the conference tournaments. So make sure y'all tune in to CTC, Carl Talking College. We have FFC, Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs. Listen, if you're a fantasy football player, make sure you tune in to Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs. If you just love the NFL, tune in to Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs. He will be having an episode this Thursday. All right? Free agency, like Dave said, hey, the tampering starts Monday, but the real signings happen on Wednesday. So Coach doing the episode right after that. I'm pretty sure he got a lot to say about this Russ situation also. So make sure y'all tune into that. We got In the Red Corner. Like I said, check out yesterday. Yesterday got an episode at 7 p.m. Eastern time. They had an episode with Fast Camp, Tony, Ricky, and Ty. And this is straight boxing, y'all, In the Red Corner. So if you love boxing, all the boxing content, or, well, you know, hopefully they are going to start talking about some UFC. I don't know, right? But all the combat sports for right now goes through.
Fast Cat will fight you, man.
Yeah, he like, hold up, man. All this.
So the boxing content goes through In the Red Corner. All right. I was actually on there. I debuted on there yesterday. I had a good time. It was a great show. All right. So make sure y'all tune in to them also. All right. Then we got RBO, Real Ballers Only with Vaughn. So RBO is an NBA only show. All right. So he normally goes live Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 12 noon Eastern time. Today is Monday. Hopefully we get an episode today at 12 noon. Make sure y'all stay tuned for RBO, Real Ballers Only with Vaughn. We got Dave Doghouse. As you can see, the man sitting in the middle, Dave Doghouse. He had an episode also last week. And I was on that episode too, right? I was acting like Dave this week. Golly. All right.
Look at Joe expanding his forte.
So I was on a Dave Doghouse talking about my guy Wembanyama, all right? But Dave, how this show works is basically if you are in the sports world, in the media, a player, coach, executive, a fan, anybody, if you do something crazy, you go streaking in the middle of the field, in the middle of the Super Bowl, you're gonna get put in the doghouse. That's how it goes. He puts you in the doghouse. But if you do your job, but you do it exceptional, and you do it above others, then you become a dog. You get put in the yard as a dog. So make sure y'all tune in to Dave Doghouse once a week. Dave can give y'all an update when the next episode will be.
Wednesday, 7 p.m.
Wednesday, 7 p.m. There y'all go. You heard it from the man himself. And lastly, we got Kings Talk with Joe Jordan. This is basically strictly Sacramento Kings Talk. If you love the Kings, tune in. If you are an NBA fan, tune in because we might be talking about your team. All right. We just did an episode on Saturday. All right. So stay tuned for the next episode. That's all I'm going to tell you right now. And those are your shows. Tomo, back to you.
Man, the network, man. I'm telling you. And you want to know what's great about every show that we do on here is like whenever someone throws out an idea or a topic or just maybe they just like, man, I think this is going to happen or a prediction. It always comes true at some point. Like it's either if it's a boxing match, they like call it either spot on or it's close to being spot on or how the fight is going to go. When it comes to Dave's Doghouse, you're either going to be a dog for a week or maybe a year, or you're going to be in the doghouse for like 2 decades. We don't know. And Kings Talk, man, I'm telling you, Jerry, every time you call a play out, they either get better or they just be like, I'm going to make it up to you in the playoffs. So make sure y'all tune in to all the episodes. The CTC, man. Call Talking College. March Madness is coming. My man you better take a nap because you gonna have a lot of episodes to do, Bucko.
Facts.
Man.
I'll be working.
Man, and speaking of working, man, we talking about front offices. They trying to work out these salary caps. The salary cap increased, but it seemed like they're trying to get players to decrease their pay. And it's like, hey, that's y'all job, man. I signed my contract 2 years ago. I should be good. Why you coming to me talking about something? You want me to take a pay cut for the team, or we're trying to move some money over here so we can bring in more players.
Hometown discount.
You could call it a hometown
Well,
discount, or you could just move the team from California so we can stop paying all these taxes, man. Because I'm not really getting too much money. Because my man did the TikTok. I think he was the one that did the TikTok to show you how much they taking out of his taxes.
It was him.
And he let the front office know. I know what I'm doing with my money. I got my spreadsheet. I got my Excel sheet. I got my formulas and everything. So if y'all don't know who we talking about Eric Armstead. That's Eric with an A. He said to be a free agent. After him in the front office sat down and they were like, hey, man, we want you to take the pay cut. And he was like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'd rather go out and be a free agent and see if I can actually get the money that I'm worth. And some people are saying this is a big situation. Like, betting on yourself. Is it going to be right? Or is he going to be back for 1.2 mil like Russ? I'm happy either way. You tell me how you feel, Dave. Bang, bang.
I'm happy either way.
So I'm not upset at this move for two reasons. One, Eric Armstead was going to cost the team $28 million towards the cap next season. And that's a lot of money. Even though he is a captain, he played well in the Super Bowl, and he's one of our best rush defenders on the team. He's the best rush defender on the team. I'm not saying not one of those. He's the best. He also is second in franchise history in sacks with 8 sacks in the playoffs. And, he played his best in the Super Bowl. He had 6 tackles and a sack in the Super Bowl. And we all know that celebration he does. He does that all the time. But I'll say this. People forget that he was the one that was kept before when we sent out DeForest Buckner, when we didn't keep DeForest Buckner. DeForest Buckner was the better defender all around, but we let him go. I would have preferred to keep DeForest Buckner and let Eric Armstead go because DeForest Buckner to me was worth more, and he's been healthier. That's the reason number 2. He hasn't been healthy the last 2 years. He's only played in 15 games. He's missed 16 games the last 2 seasons. He's only played in 21 games. So he has not been healthy. If you remember during that stretch when we were that stretch after the Eagles game, he was gone for a while. He didn't come back until the playoff game. And our rush defense took a hit because he wasn't there. It also took a hit because of the defense, the style of defense we were playing because of Steve Wilkes. But other than that, it's because we didn't have the guy that we needed there. He's had a bunch of toe injuries, a bunch of lower leg injuries, and that doesn't bode well for a guy that's now turning 31 years old. So he's getting older, and we need the money to save to be able to make other moves. The other reason why I'm not upset at this is because I feel like we're about to make a move. Because there are defenders out there that are free agents like Daniel Hunter. He's out there. And then you got news about Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack possibly getting cut. And the 49ers would do whatever they can to put Joey Bosa alongside his brother. So I'm not too worried about this move, but I can understand why some people are upset because he's a captain. He's one of the best defenders that we've had for a very long time. So I understand Niner Empire being upset at this move, but you got to understand from this standpoint, it's a business at the end of the day. He was going to cost us $28 million. And the thing is, it could save us either $2.4 million or $18 million, depending on when we actually release him.
Yeah.
So if we release him now, it's only going to save us $2.4 million. But if we do it after June 1st, that's going to save us $18 million. So what would you guys want to do? Would you want to be under the cap, be over the cap, and not, and possibly lose him in a regular season like we have the last 2 seasons, or save $18 million to get somebody that might be healthier? You choose.
Well, I'm glad you said that because in my situation, if he was in Dallas, they would probably find a way to keep him because that's just what they do. They would go over the cap and then find a way to be like, oh yeah, June's coming, let's cut him. Or we're gonna talk bad about him and see if we can find a potential trade after we talk bad about him. Look at Amari Cooper. But the post 1 June cut, I'm not mad at your reaction to it because again, Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, think about that, and at the way your front office is looking and how y'all find players. Boom, that's not a bad thing. I'm so glad y'all got rid of DeForest. DeForest was nice. But then y'all got Hargrave. So look at that situation. You also got young people in the draft. Y'all guys can draft like that. But I don't really want to focus too much on him being cut by the 49ers because, again, there's a lot of cap casualties that's happened in the last 2 weeks. Look at the whole Bills team. Gone. All cap casualties. Look at what the Broncos are doing. Cap casualties. Look at why 2 players retired from the Eagles. Not cap casualties. They just left because they was broken. You thought I was gonna let that Lamar Prescott slide? No. But again, your defense is already set. Your guys got there. I want to talk about a potential spot that I think he can go because he is betting on himself, and that's one of the reasons why he said he wasn't going to take the pay cut is because he feel like he can get more money to go elsewhere. And there were 3 teams that I thought about instantly. I thought about the DeForest Buckner situation. I was like, the Colts, they have a little bit of money. Then I said, maybe the Texans because they're flirting around with a little bit of money and they want to bulk up their defensive front line too because look, who was his defensive coordinator? Who's the head coach? He might go back out there. And speaking of taxes, no state income tax, 8 games, you get a little bit of that money back. And then I said, man, there's somewhere else too. I thought of the Pats and I said somebody else left the 49ers too, and they got a lot of money. And I don't want him to go there neither, but I gotta say it on air because when I say a free agent could go somewhere, they don't go. So what about the Commanders? He might be going out to DC. So him saying I'm a bet on myself, this is the perfect time to do it because you got teams that are in a rebuild phase and they got money to pay. So the 49ers, they're going to be okay, and I think Eric's going to be okay. So that's why I said I'm happy either way.
Yeah,
unless he goes to the Commanders.
Teddy, to answer your question, no, he's not a tackle. He's a D. They put him in at DN almost all the time. He's not a tackle.
So Joe,
yeah, y'all still eating $25 million though. If y'all don't release him by June 1st.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said. That's why I talked about the $2.4 million. That was like, hey, is this? That's the only thing that I would be like, all right, like this was pointless. You should have just kept him.
Yeah, this is like this is what I'm confused about. Because I heard that he wanted to be released. That he went to the 49ers and said, I want to be a free agent. And the 49ers said, well, we're gonna grant your wish and we're gonna release you, even though you got another year left in your contract, and we about to eat $25 million most likely. Yeah, that's what I'm confused about.
It was so. I don't know if you saw the video that I posted in there, but a guy Chase Senior who covers the 49ers, he pretty much said that it's what it's going to be is going to be pretty much a June 1st release. So it's going to save.
I know about that. Yeah, I know about a June 1st release. Like y'all do that.
And the contract situation was we can't. They came up to him and asked him to take a pay cut. Yeah, because they want to be able to keep the team together so we can continue to compete. And he was like, no. So, and the thing is, so another thing was that they got close. They got close enough to where it could be the contracts. They could have had a deal, but Armstead was like, well, let me test free agency, see if I can get more. So he just wanted to see if he's going to give a better deal than what he was going to get in San Francisco.
Yeah, well, shoot, he if y'all release him before June 1st, he could be looking like Russ. You know what I mean? Like go somewhere and take a little small deal because, like you said, he played 12 games last year, 9 games the year before that, so he has to be on the field. So, like I thought about the Commanders too, Tomo, but we got Campaign and we got Deron Payne and Jonathan Allen. But
surprised he didn't say the Bears.
But
I thought about them.
I honestly didn't say the Bears.
But if we were to get him, it would be on a small deal though. Like, but he'll have to get this 25 mil off y'all though. You know what I mean, right? So we gonna need y'all to release that man before the first. So he can get his bread, so we can just give him a little chump change, all right?
All right,
Because,
we need that money too, so
Exactly.
I got more than enough.
and look, to make Kev happy, we could be like the Eagles and have like multiple DT, linemen in rotation.
They all leaving.
Huh? They all retiring. That's what they are.
Fletcher gone, Hargrave gone. They got this Jordan and what's the name now?
Your
Jordan
boy.
Carter.
Mm-hmm.
And then got your boy too. What's it? Brandon Graham. He
I'm
resigned.
talking about on the interior line.
Okay.
He got 5 snaps a game. We ain't worried about that.
That's your boy. All right, but I mean, at the end of the day, like that's what I'm like. Like this convo to me is like it starts for me when he actually gets released. All right, is he gonna get released before June 1st or after? If he gets released before June 1st, that's when it's like, dang, like why? Like
Joe, you
like
can bank
normally
on
that
the
happens
post-June cut. They not
You
gonna
said
cut
what?
him before then. You can bank on the post-June cut. They
Post-June
want the 18. Yeah. Yeah, they're not gonna do it.
John Lynch, they went to him because they wanted to save that money. Trust me.
Yeah.
They're not about to do it before June 1st.
Dang. Where you gonna get after June 1st? I mean, free agency starting in what, 2 days?
Who knows? But that's why we just let them know.
Yeah, this is definitely a topic we revisit once they make that decision. But I mean, listen, man. Armstead, I'm not mad at him. He looking at his he's just turned 30. He like, bro, like 30 is like not young in the NFL no more, and he's been hurt. So he's like, I need my money. And the front is like, bro, I get you, but it's a business. like we can do without you. You know, we can replace you. The free agent market is gonna be huge this year in the defensive side of the ball. So,
Right.
yeah, I mean, I'm cool with it on both sides.
Yeah, that's how I felt. That's how I felt when I saw the news last night. I was like, okay, well, I could see that. I could see why. He's the one person on defense that's been injured every single year the last few years, and
Literally.
It's like, all right, we need you to be healthy, and you ain't been healthy, and you costing us money. So,
Man, cool. We ain't trying to cost y'all no money. We want y'all to get these updates, man. Join these chats.
Join these chats, man, because the information I'm talking about. You got to put it back.
Oh, I got the big screen. Oh,
there you go.
You got to put it back up there. But look, these chats are on Instagram. They're not on anywhere else. Well, actually, the R2L family, anyone in the VIP chat, we do have a Twitter page is now as well. So we have a Twitter group. If you are in the R2L family and the R2L VIP chat, we have a Twitter one now. So because we know what happened last Tuesday when Instagram went out for about 4 hours. So, we went to X and had some exciting conversations. But these chats, we pretty much give you the latest news here first. We give you contract updates, injury updates, sports analysts, signings, beefs, doesn't matter what it is. If it's an update in sports, we give it to you. Legal issues, you got Tyreek Hill that just had another legal issue that just happened. The stuff that happened with Jermell Charlo and boxing, that was an update that happened. So it doesn't matter where it is, doesn't matter what sport it is. Also, Man City can't beat anyone that's not Manchester United. So, haha. But yeah, we give all the latest news here first. And like I said, today is the start of NFL free agency tampering period, so it's going to be busy. I will be very busy today. I will be extra busy today. That's why my phone is right here in my hand in case there's an update that happens while we're on the show. So these chats are the NBA mixed in the WNBA. Luka has been balling lately. D'Lo has been balling lately. The Miami Heat on a 3-game losing streak. Wizards win back to back.
Okay, Wizards. Let's go.
The Pacers beat the Mavericks. Pacers beat the Magic. Sorry,
they beat the Mavericks too. Last 2 weeks.
They did beat them too. Celtics stopped the 2-game skid. The Bucks. It's a lot going on in the NBA. So if you don't know, then you want to join these chats. NFL, like I said, I'm gonna be busy today. You know, I'm not at my normal 9 to 5, so I'll be off today. Make sure I give all the updates as soon as I get them. So if you're not in the NFL chat, become a member.
Let's get it.
Major League Baseball. Blake Snell might be signing somewhere soon. There's some stuff saying that he might want to go to the Angels. So
Nuggets fan.
there you go. You got a Nuggets fan? Oh,
I
you need to
just
join the
realized-
chat.
I just
You need to
realized
join
who
the
that
chat.
was, bro. That's my man Audio from from the Xbox parties a long time ago. Hey, what's up, bro? He actually from Denver. I just put two and two together.
Hey, Tomo, you know what to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna holler at him, man. Yeah.
We have college sports, college basketball, and college football, college basketball, men and women. The NCAA tourney bracket will be this Sunday, March 17th. The ACC tournament starts on the 12th. Best believe your boy here will be at the ACC championship game on Saturday. I don't care who's in it. I'm just going playing this.
Where's it at? Is it Maryland?
It's in DC. It's at the it's at Capital One Arena.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
We'll see you there. Wait for us.
Boy, you know that's not gonna happen.
Hey, bro.
we got the combat chat with boxing, UFC, and wrestling. There's a lot of fights coming up next. You got Tyson Fury versus Usyk coming up. Joshua might be having a fight soon. Canelo finally has a fight versus Jaime Muniga. So make sure you tune into that. We got Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. I might be putting in the red corner in the doghouse for not talking about that fight. But trust me, man, I'm giving all updates today. So no matter what chat it is, I'm here all day. So Dave Shefty, Dave Woj, whatever you want to call me, I'm here today. So you're gonna get all the news updates today. If you are not a member, comment member in the comment section right now. And we will make sure that we send you the link to become a member. And you'll know what the membership costs are once Tomo talks about it.
I'm going to tell you right now. Why not just go back to back?
Bing, back to back.
Because I just seen something too. I know, Dave, you're going to talk about it, but the Panthers are willing to trade star pass rusher Brian Burns.
Mm-hmm.
So I just had to throw that out there. Yeah, I had to beat you too.
That's another one.
So to become a member, all the chats that Dave just told you about, you have to become a member. The link is below, like we said. And if you want to become a member, comment so we can send you the direct link. We'll reach out to you. I'm just saying, like Amazon Prime, instead of 2 days, we here instantly. So you got the pro level, the all-star level, and the superstar level. The pro level at $2.99 a month. You get loyalty badges next to your name in the comments, and you can see the loyalty badges right there on the screen. You also get the custom emojis that you can use in the comments. Shout out to my boy Cardo. He be using those faithfully. Mm-hmm. And you get priority comments, meaning if you got the badge next there, it jumps up. Super chats are VIP, so they're going to get the cut line, but this is the cut line under the cut line, if you understand what I'm talking about. And you get to join one of the sports chats. So you get to join one of the chats that Dave just went over, of course, all the updates and just daily debates that can happen in one of those chats comes with it. And now you jump up for $4.99 a month. You get the all-star level. And you get the same perks from the pro level, but you get the member-only videos. And we do member-only videos. That's the explicit side. So that's where we just kick back, shoot the breeze. You may get a division rivals segment almost every week where they just talk about football or they just talk about basketball, baseball. You never know what's going to happen with the member-only videos, but you want to be an all-star member for those. You get to join multiple chats. So not just one, you get to join multiple, and you get to request a topic or a segment nominee. So if you want to be like, hey, man, why y'all not talking about this? If you're an all-star, hit us up, and we'll add it to the docket. And for as far as segments, you got your Done Son, the Doghouse, and Not So Average Top 5. So you can say, hey, who you want to go ahead.
And we have a new segment debuting this Friday.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Watch there we go. He's about to say, take that. No, bad time. We got the superstar level. Trying to make sure. Superstar level, $9.99. Make sure you click the link to become a member. Superstar level, you get the same perk from the all-star and the pro level, but you also get to join the R2L chat. So that's also letting you know that the chat is now on X. So you get to join the one on Instagram and Twitter. So just in case X is down, you're now on Twitter. And you get to be a guest on the show. Yeah, I know. You get to be a guest on the show. You get awards and plaques for that actual episode. So based upon the numbers that you do on that episode, you get an award or a plaque for it. You get real awards. There's an episode on the show right now. You can go, hey, clip it up, because that's what you gotta do when you got the award ceremony to see how and why that person won the awards. Because the clips are played when you win your awards. It's kind of like a real show. It's like the R2L Oscars or something like that. And then you get member shout outs. You get shout out to the members that we have right now. We got Tone, Coach, Teddy, Cardo, Donnell, Joe, Dave, myself. And I'm going to run it back one more time because that's FFC Coach and that's BWT Teddy. So shout out to all our superstar members.
Mm-hmm. Let's get it. Let's go.
Citation. Look, I just got all suspension and now I get a citation. What is going on? What is going on? I cannot win. Just like Cleveland.
Dang.
Just like Cleveland. I know a Cleveland fan gonna watch this and be like, "Is that a Wizards logo?" Someone can't win. I'm just talking about last night, player. That's all I'm talking about. I'm just talking about last night. After what happened with the Nets, it's like it's an up and down road right now. But we got Spider who's trying to get healthy and bounce back. We got Cleveland sitting right now, and if I'm correct in reading this, they are the 3 seed in the East. And we got to ask, are the Cavaliers true contenders? Excuse me. Are they true contenders in the East? I want to say yeah, but it all depends upon, is Garland and Spider going to be there throughout the entirety of the playoffs? Like I said, Spider's recovering right now. When you think of contenders, you think of like Boston, and I'm looking at I look at Cleveland and Milwaukee kind of the same way. It's kind of like I see them being good, but somebody in the playoffs is going to upset them. Like I don't see the Bucks just making the finals flat out. I don't see Cleveland just making the finals flat out. I can see the Celtics making the finals flat out, but the one bump in the road is Miami. Mm-hmm. So my answer is I can't be on the fence with it. I'm gonna say. It's a show. I can always come back and say it. Yeah, they contenders right now. They are right now because of the reasons. They have the young star. They got the coaching. The defense is there. They found ways to win games when they down 21 because they did just. I had to remember they did just beat Boston. They were down like almost 21, and Dean showed up. So you got those moments. The playoff inexperience may hurt them just a little bit. And the offensive inconsistency that I'm speaking of, that's what really got me on the fence about them because Cleveland can just be one of those juggernauts. They could be like what the New York Knicks was last year. But right now, I got to give them the benefit of the doubt and say they are contenders because when Spider turns up, it's a different presence. And then you got Jared Allen down there being a rim protector, JB Bickerstaff, the better version of Wes Unseld. He does make the right rotations and the right calls at times. So I can see it now. But give me 2 more weeks and I might change my answer. Joe?
Is that I saw Dave make a face. I want to hear what Dave got to say.
The Cavaliers are title contenders? I don't see it.
He said true.
No, I don't see it. True title contenders? I don't see it. I say that they're capable, but I don't see it.
I thought you were talking about the comment.
All right, Dave, I'm gonna give you this news. We'll keep talking, all right? Because we got a short time, but I want to see your reaction quick. The 49ers have approached your boy Kyle Juszczyk, what his name is, about taking a pay cut. So
I saw that too.
Okay, they can't come up with an agreement. Y'all could be moving on from him.
Now that one hurts.
I know it does.
That one hurts. Yeah, I saw that last night too.
Happy feelings in the air. Oh boy.
Oh, it don't make a difference. We're still gonna be able to whoop on Dallas. I
don't care. Y'all know I don't care this year.
Let's go, there you go.
But I don't. Man, I don't. The Cavs, I don't see it.
I told you,
I don't see
it's
it.
a toss up.
I don't see it. It's definitely a toss up. I don't see it. They have the potential because you still got Jared Allen there. You still got Darius Garland. You got Donovan Mitchell, who's been in the playoffs multiple times. And then you got You got Mobley as well, who's a really good defender, but he's been getting crossed up lately. So who knows? But I like Milwaukee more than I like Cleveland, simply because their defense has gotten a lot better since Doc has gotten there, since they got Pat Bev, since the All-Star break. I think they're 7-2 since the All-Star break, or 7-3 or something like that. That they've improved vastly since they started 3-10 with Doc. They've gotten a lot better defensively. I think they have the first or second best defense since then. They have been doing everything they need to do to be able to play better. Dame is starting to shine a lot more. You still got Giannis, who's already an NBA champion. You still got Brook Lopez. You still got Chris Middleton. I trust them a lot more than I trust the Cavaliers. They've been there before. Now, the only thing is, with Doc being as the head coach, that's the only thing that gets me questioned with the Bucks, is because Doc is the head coach. But who knows? This may be a different year for Milwaukee. But I would trust the Bucks more than them. But I will say I do believe they are the third best team in the East. But I don't think that they are. I don't see them as true title contenders, not right now.
For me, no. I do not see them as title contenders. And let me tell you all the teams I would take in the playoffs over the Cavaliers. The Celtics, the Bucks, the Knicks, Sixers with Embiid, Miami Heat, and maybe Orlando. So let me tell you why. The Cavaliers, right, first of all, against everybody that's in the playoffs right now, we're talking about Celtics, Knicks, Bucks, 76ers, Magic, Heat, Pacers. They're 8-13. They have either a tie record or a losing record with all those teams. Also, Evan Mobley. I think the key factor to the Cavaliers is Evan Mobley. When you play him and Jarrett Allen together, both of them are sitting in the paint. Both of them are not three-point shooters. Mm-hmm. Evan Mobley, for them to get to the next level while keeping Jarrett Allen, he has to be able to stretch the floor offensively. Right now, he's shooting 0.9 threes a game at 30%. That's not good. In the playoffs, that's going to get shrunk. I'm still scarred from the Cavaliers last year in the playoffs. I'm sorry. Last year, Evan Mobley, in the regular season, averaged 16 points a game. In the playoffs, 9.8. Come on now. You know why? Because the floor shrinks, and he doesn't stretch the floor out. He's sitting in the paint with Donovan Mitchell. With Jarrett Allen. Right? Good defender. I'm telling you, if he could just stretch the floor, then they'll turn to a whole different team. They'll be contenders like that. Mm-hmm. All right? Donovan Mitchell. I ain't forget him last year. They lose to they lose in Cleveland with home court advantage, right? You know, when you lose in Cleveland, you gave home court to New York, you got to at least win one in New York. What do you do in New York the whole series? Average 16 points a game, shooting 37%, 16% from three. Only got to the line 5 total times. Think about that. He got to the line 5 times the whole time he was in New York.
That's
so
terrible.
He wasn't aggressive. Averaged 5 assists a game and averaged 6 turnovers. He averaged more turnovers than assists. He was horrible last year. So I don't see it. I don't see them being contenders the way their team is constructed in the playoffs. They need to open up the floor for Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell. And Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley is not doing that for them. So I would say no, they're not contenders.
So what if Embiid don't come back?
I mean, if he don't come back, Sixers are definitely not contenders. They are.
Yeah, they don't. Said these are teams you would pick over them, so that would knock them out if Embiid don't come back.
They said Embiid coming back for sure, though. He said no matter what the record is, he coming back.
But he not going. Is he going to be the same Embiid? Like he still got to get.
I think he'll be enough to be able to beat the Cavaliers.
If he out there, I'll take him. Now, don't get me wrong. Philly, on the other hand, they can fall. They history. I mean, they lost to the Atlanta Hawks. Feel me? Like you know what I'm saying? Like I won't be surprised.
You got a young Magic team. Like that's a young team.
That's the only reason why I'm not picking them over Cleveland is because I haven't seen them in the playoffs yet. That's the only reason. Mm-hmm. Other than that, they have a better fit with their team to match up with guys in playoffs than Cleveland does. Like Cleveland offensively is going to struggle in the playoffs.
And Orlando is a really good defensive team, and they have more than enough players to be able to fit to match up against the.
They got size too. They got length.
But you can put Suggs on Mitchell, and that's gonna cause some issues.
Well,
And then you got Paolo, you got all them guys. They can play big and they can play small.
So you talking about they match up? They match up. I mean,
You don't want a citation, huh?
That's different. But like I said, like Cleveland, like being a contender, like nah, I don't see them beating the Bucks, Celtics, even the Knicks on a 7-game series.
Now, Cardo.
He said something about the Bulls.
And B still ducking Jokic. Yeah, I mean,
I can see them getting the Knicks. I know last year it scarred you, but I could see them doing that. Like them being a contender over the big three, no. Like I could see them probably going 7 games with the Bucks because of who their coach is. But can I see them actually beating them? That's why I'm on the fence. That's why I say I could say it now, but I really don't know. I don't see them beating. That's what I'm saying. They are part of the big three.
Oh, okay. You're not.
Miami's a part of the big three. No,
okay.
No.
I got you. I'm with
you.
We are.
Yeah. When it comes to the playoffs,
yes, y'all are. Come on,
y'all won the big three last night, but
don't do that, Dave. They won the big three last night.
but yeah, when it comes to the playoffs, Miami ain't no slouch. Like you can't sleep on them. Y'all earn that right.
Where'd Jordan Poole do yesterday?
I don't even know. I just know we won. I don't care about
that's all that matters. Yeah. I know. Tyler Jones had like 15 assists.
Kuzma had 32 last night.
And Tyler Jones had like 15 assists.
Yeah, he had a double. He went off last night.
He had his career high in assists.
Man, we couldn't stop them from shooting the three to save our lives, man.
But see, it came down to that last little buzzer beat. I watched the last 3 minutes though. It came down to almost a buzzer beat.
Jimmy don't go for ties, man. That's one thing that upsets me a little.
Yeah, we know in the Eastern Conference Finals, he shot put a 3 to end the game.
Oh my gosh, bro! Don't remind me of that.
I ain't going to overtime. We just put a 3.
It was the pigtails, man. It was a little pigtails.
Man.
Oh man, Jimmy Butler gonna find a way.
Yeah, boy, he be having a new hairstyle.
I'm wondering what he's gonna do next year. So I'm curious now.
He might have box braids in his hair. I wouldn't even be surprised.
Nah, we talking about Jimmy Butler. Yeah, we gotta get out of here. But we talking about Jimmy Butler. Jordan Clarkson just showed up one day with plaits. Nobody ever talked about that. He ain't had no hair and just showed up one day with plaits and still got him.
That's facts. That's facts.
And still got him.
Like, bro, what just happened here?
I remember Uncle Shay said that. He said Derrick Rose left with a box fade, came back with dreads.
Just saying, man. These players just show up and be whole new people. Like, what's going on?
Titans planning on pursuing CJ Gardner-Johnson. So
yeah, I can see that.
Who cares about the Titans, bro? Like, all right, let's move on. No defense to any Titans fans, you know. But I'm just saying, like, y'all lost variable. You ain't got no quarterback. Like, all right. So, my last words: we lost to Houston. See how the Kings work? Keep losing to all these bottom tier teams, but be on the good teams. But I don't. At least I know we good in the playoffs. We ain't gonna see none of these bad teams in the playoffs. All right. But shout out to the Sacramento hashtag swipe the season. He only had 18 yesterday. He missed a lot of shots that he normally makes. All right. Oh, speaking of De'Aaron Fox, I just got an update, a stat update. Players with 125 stocks and 125 threes this season: Derek White, De'Aaron Fox. Put that man on an all defensive team. He better be on an all defensive team this year. But yeah, shout out to the Kings. Commanders, man, listen, it's a big day. It's a big day today. Dave, I'm gonna sit back. If you flex for a minute, I got you. All right. If you're busy for a minute, I'm updated. But I'm gonna sit back. I ain't gonna try to do nothing over you. I'm gonna just watch the news and get it. Now, listen, Commanders, I'm gonna be all like this, trying to beat you to the front. All right, you feel me? But it's a big day today, man. I'm excited. All right. Jamal better than who? Jamal better than who? Jamal De'Aaron Fox?
Joe.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out.
Become a member.
Yeah.
Watch the tape next time. Look, every time we play the Kings, go watch the tape. Let me tell you, play another. Let's go watch it.
He really talking about Fox.
But go ahead, I'm done. That's all I had to say.
Hey, my last words. NFL free agency. I'm free today. That's all I'm talking about. Is NFL free agency. Trust me, I got all the news. As long as I'm, I might take a nap somewhere. Who knows?
Let me know. I got you.
I'm gonna let you know. But because I do have my boys with me today, so But be ready. San Fran, please keep Kyle Juszczyk. That's all I gotta say.
Well, hey, I told y'all for the last few episodes, and I'm gonna just say this, man. I already know, Cowboy Nation.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, you know I gave you everything I had.
Because that's what they're gonna tell us about free agency when they go sign those.
Y'all all in.
That's it. But it's more like all I ask.
Y'all all in, Tomo. Yeah, we busy today.
We are. All media. Let's get out of here. All interviews, all podcasts. That's all we doing.
Yeah.
AP. All right, y'all. That's all we have for y'all today. We'll see y'all next episode.
Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.